I realize that what Trump's doing, it will take down the alternative media too. It will, because the more people realize like that Elon Musk is tied to Epstein and Diddy. Again, there's proof of that. The Virgin Islands are asked back in 2023 for his documentation with Epstein and JP Morgan Chase. And then he said, he's posted that he texts a lot with Diddy. Yeah, that was before everything came down about Diddy. So, once more and more people realize that all of these people that Trump's putting in aren't any good for you, just think about how that's going to work for the alternative media. That's the reason they're silencing everyday Americans. But then also think what's going to happen to all of those people. Because not only did they, well, we already know how much interference they've done using social media platforms. Yeah, people, there's treasonous, the things that have gone to the treasonous level, let's say, by many, many people. People that we don't even need in our country. Or just, let's put it this way, they need to be behind bars for a long, long time. So, and then you have to remember how Trump said, we're never going to lay out our plan. You know, like if they went to war, we're never going to tell you the plan. Because then it gives it up to the enemy, right? But that's why all these key people want to get around Trump, okay? It's not because they have your interest at heart or anybody's. It's because, well, they have their own interest at heart. And because they want to know what his plans are. But whatever information he gives them will be information that sends them in the wrong direction. Because it won't be really what he's doing. So it actually, the more I sit back and think about it, I'm like, this really works out well, because all those truth medias that you think are on your side, the ones that have now, they've, like, because let's face it, the mainstream media, except for having a few people watch them, they pretty much are destroyed. But then you have all this alternative media, and many of them are no good either. They're just more of the deep state that came in and wanted to get a hold of people. So this will take them down too. That's why you have your redacted, you have Glenn Beck, Patrick Bet-David, all of these alternative medias that have millions of followers that praise and praise and praise and praise Elon Musk. It's like all of these people have praised somebody that has ties to Diddy and Epstein. So what does that say about them? It's, well, for one, it says they're no different than the mainstream media. They're doing the bidding for somebody, or they're directly tied to some crimes too, right? I mean, it's as simple as that. Which is why none of those people care about you and I being, I mean, the American people, I mean, I'm being so clamped down right now on being able to have any kind of reach anywhere that it's disgusting. It's really, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's like, we're in a communist country right now. We are. We're under the communist country. And we probably will be under it even once Trump takes office for a bit. He says things will happen fast. I hope so. Because it's sad seeing what's going on with our country and just seeing all the dirtbags that are heartless. You know, like all these people, think about when it comes to it, and it'll happen to a lot of people, and I'm not trying to shame anybody here, when you realize all these people that you supported or went off on me about because I said, no, they're not good people. And then you find out they weren't good people. You're going to feel horrible. Some people will. You shouldn't, but those kind of people are they make society sick, and they're all the incoming, except Trump, and they're all the people trying, to get in. That's all they've wanted to do. When RFK realized that, well, he never had a chance with Trump, then he immediately, after the assassination attempt failed, he's on his side. We know he doesn't like Trump. Same thing with Elon Musk. They're just trying to direct things. And I think that Trump tends to put bait out. So I think he knows the game. I think he played it exactly the way that he wanted to. And he's appointing people that he wants to, not because Chris, I think he knows who Charlie Kirk is. He knows who every one of these people are. He does. He knows that they're part of the problem with silencing the everyday people. He knows it. He knows it. He knows when these groups form themselves, think tanks on the left or the right, they end up being what Washington listens to. Trump wants the American people, the forgotten man and woman, to be heard. So it'll just take, some cycles of clearing this out. And as I said, I think that there'll be, my opinion is there'll be more than just 4 years. And I don't mean because of JD. I mean, I mean because of what should have already, if everything, I can't say it, not that it matters because I don't get any, I'm so suppressed, but you know what I mean. I think it'll be in eight years. A lot can get done in 8 years. A lot. So that's why he kept saying during this last 4 years, we needed this pause. We needed this pause. Because then by the time he goes back in, it's not just 4, it's 8. Be 8. It will be by the time January 20th comes, it will be. Or shortly after that. Because he was the rightful. And then think about all the paid people you have on here, or idiot people, that still push, like that he's tried to steal this one. No, he never stole anything. They tried to make him seem like he interfered with an election. Well, wait till the truth comes out on that one. So then all those people, that have had any big following, or, everybody's under a microscope. Really, you are. You're under a microscope, whether you realize it or not. Well, we are, just because we're under a surveillance state communist system. But, yeah, I think that this will be interesting to see, because as the new mainstream media, the alternative media, tries to tell you how great this pick is, how great Elon Musk is, how great RFK, while they continue to do that bullshit, okay? You're going to know from other people, I'm not just saying me, but from other people, that maybe every now and then it gets loose. Because it's the truthers they're still silencing. Elon Musk isn't the truther. Tucker isn't the truther. None of these people are the truther. It's the average everyday Americans that are. That's who they're silencing. Because they know we're the true truthers. Yeah, and we're not going to be praising Elon Musk after we look into him. So, but people should have realized he was a globalist anyway. I think people just forgot. Yeah, it's going to cause even that alternative media that's there to make you think they're on your side and they're on the side of our Constitution. They're going to fall too, because the average everyday Americans, enough of them will get wind to what is happening and realize, yeah, this isn't good. So why is the alternative media lying to us? And then you'll realize, well, they're part of that group too. I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise. They were in the mainstream media to begin with, so they knew. So it's going to be interesting. This will probably be the most exciting. So while everybody tells you it's going to be the most scariest and all this is going to happen, no, it's going to be the most exciting to watch the alternative media end up falling, and then everybody end up being held accountable for silencing the little people like me and others who have been actually speaking the truth. It'll be like the best of times. The best is yet to come, truly. To watch all these dirtbags that think they're going to control Trump. Watch them actually fall right into the trap that he has set for them. Ooh, it's getting good now, isn't it? Yeah, it is.